So it's recorded now. So we are going to trade on inventory report exactly in the next 30 minutes time, and we'll be focusing on crude oil and gold. But there are a lot of things happening in the oil market. So you see what's happened today, that Iran strike on Kuwait airport raises stake for Gulf state. Like I told you guys yesterday that the peace talk is no more holding. And as you can see, the price of Brent crude has gone to 98, WTI crude has gone to 95. And we said it last week about the market going back. I don't know how many of you that we are buying it, because if you are buying now, you should have been on a big profit. How many of you bought? How many? Ha- I'm actually streaming on two platforms, though, so I have some group of guys there. So in case I get distracted, please don't bother, because I want to make sure I carry those group. Does not, it's not my group, but it's like affiliated group. So the price of oil was here when we made the announcement, was around, it came down to around 87. And we spoke about the market going up immediately, the peace deal. And so it has gone up from 87 to 95. That is more than 1,000 pip. So if you've been holding the position immediately, that means it should be on average at least $10,000 to $15,000 now on $10 volume. For those of us trading with big volume, $50 or $100, then we should be talking about $50,000 to $100,000 profit as we speak. Then for those of us trading with $1 volume, we should be talking about $800 to $1,500 profit as we speak now. But the market going up is not a problem. The problem is to know the reason why it will go up and when it will go up. If market is coming down, we want to know the reason why it's coming down and when it's coming down. So do you understand? So basically, we're focusing on crude oil, and another market we also trade on is on gold. I don't know how many of you that are on gold. Michael, you're a big trader, so Michael, I don't know whether you still have position on gold. And Steven, I don't know if you still have position on gold, Steven. Okay, I'm sure you're cashing out. So, in the oil space, something is happening in the oil space, and I like as the market went down a bit. It's like kind of this drawdown. I like it now on oil. This is the weekly chart of Brent. So on the Brent crude weekly chart, we look at what we're expecting as well. We're expecting a surge like this, like this to 107 or 104. So currently it's at 97. So from 97 to 100, we are already talking about 300 pips. From 100 to 104, we're talking about 1,000 pip. And if we are trading with 1 pip, $20, that is going to be $20,000 profit as we speak. Does it sound very simple or very complicated? Let me check on Zoom. Okay, Felix is here. So Felix on Zoom, did you agree on that? Okay, I see that almost all of you may be in the office because you're not talking. So, two things we will be looking at in oil market like now before the report on inventory comes out is this two things: the crisis going up in Iran, the crisis going on in Iran, and also the the inventory report level we have so far. Then, and why the market may go up more. Me personally, I'm expecting the market to go up more based on the crisis going on in Iran. And as I'm sharing with you now, there's a deadly Russian strike across Ukraine as we speak. Yeah, so Russia launched a massive missile and drone attack across Ukraine, killing civilians, damaging infrastructure, and promoting. But that's not actually one of the major things pushing the market up. One of the major things pushing the market up is the fail on Iran and the Russian talk is one of the major challenges that is pushing the market up. So now two things are going to be critical. Demand and supply is what we use more in trading oil. But there's a serious fundamental that is here, despite that we are having a low supply of oil for a long time now, but we still not gonna leverage on that. Although it is also in line with what the market is talking about, because if you check on uh, on on the report, almost like how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 weeks, we will be having shortage of supply consistently. And in the next 2 weeks, in the next 5 minutes now, we're gonna have report on inventory. So if the report on inventory become more supply, it shouldn't be a reason why we should buy. And that's just my point. Because the talk between Iran and the US just failed. Iran withdrew. And as you can see on what I was sharing with you on the news, there have been a report of more violent like strike across the Middle East. It's like Iran has fired some missiles across other region in the Middle East. So most likely in the coming day, there may be chances of escalation like increasing. Because so do you understand? Even the set of hormones, free flow of trade is not actually there. So the market may go more up. So we shouldn't be focusing only on shortage of on more supply. Because even at the demand and supply rules, those people that have run the course, when the price of a product is high, it can also trigger supply to supply it at that lower, higher price. But now oil market demand is very high and oil market price is very high. So even when we have a demand, more supply, we are most likely we are not gonna sell. Yeah, I'm not supporting sell, but if you want to sell, you sell. But I'm trying to give you an insight. I don't know if that is clear. So in the next 4 minutes now, the report will be out. As you can see, we are gonna get it from EIA directly and see what EIA is talking about. And the EIA will give us the accuracy to know what is gonna happen. But my own assertion, as I share with you on the chat, is that there could be more potential bullish trend this week, even in coming weeks, as long as the conflict keep continuing. But the only area we're gonna research more is the situation within the Strait of Hormuz. Is the Strait of Hormuz allow free trade to flow while the war continues, which is very, very rare. There's still a lot of blockage there. But Iran is not really ready to let go of free flow of trade. Yeah. So in the next 3 minutes, I don't know if you have a question before the report is out. And are you guys all ready? Samuel, are you ready? Oh, heck, I know. Uh, Dan is not here today. Uh, so what of you? Okay. Okay, on the Zoom, I have some people that have joined again. Mm. So this will be the area we're going to be focusing, most likely bullish trend. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We'll focus more on bullish trend. And when the report is out, I will give you also our suggestive area of SL and suggestive area of exit point on take profit and potential profit return. I'm waiting for your questions. If you guys are there are following, there should be a question coming up.
Mr. Uche.
Felix,
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
afternoon.
Please, I want to ask this inventory report now. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a very reliable means now of still determine the price of crude, given that the US Iran stuff now, there is no clear headway. Sometimes they'll say there is a peace talk, sometimes they'll say
Yeah,
they've not.
yeah. I said it, that's not what we are using, but what is happening now is that inventory report is following the trend. Do you understand? Inventory
Yes, I'm with you.
is following the trend in the sense that any supply is exhausted, any supply is taken. So that's why even though there's more supply, there's chances of the market like taking up all of them. So we're not going to rule it out entirely because that is the major factor. But the crisis is still fueling it. Do you understand now?
Yes, I can
So
understand. Sorry, I'm in the office. There's background noise.
I understand all of you at the office. I understand. So my friend that just joined us, Uche, is here. I'm sure you are lost.
I'm not entirely lost, though. I'm following.
Oh, you're fully.
So,
Oh, okay.
yes, I'm
But
following.
have you done this course before?
No, 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 no. But I
Okay.
get your point very well. You mean even though the supply is high, but you're
Mhm.
not going to be basing your buy or sell based on that alone,
Yeah.
because the tension is still high too.
Yeah. In the market. Yeah.
Yes.
So in the next 34 minutes, we're gonna get a report from EIA.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can decide all the position to take in the market. And the fail is to one of the advantage of it is that this is also one of the best time the market can move to. Yeah, it's also that's why it's also always important we keep up to the time of it because the market will definitely move and the decision makers are also using it to make decisions. So we just have 1 second. Yeah, so it's refreshing now. New report will be out. So let's check and see what is gonna be. Yeah, it's out. So we have a shortage of supply. So good because of we have a shortage at the same time. So since we have a shortage and there's a war escalation going on, so most likely our analysis here is still valid. So do you understand now? So our analysis here is still valid. So most likely now, so we have to continue having a position on oil within this point, and this area will be our ID stop loss 93 within this area. For those of us that have big account, 87. Yeah, so this area. So we should be expecting more trend to continue covering this space to at least 104 or 109. So that means, but our first exit will be 100. So we should be 101. So we should be targeting a profit of 300 or 400 pips for now. So that will be our first one. And the same thing apply to Brent crude to WTI crude. So WTI crude presented a very good position for it. So we can now move in here and target to exist at 97 from 95, or we can exist around 98. We can leave at 98. Then this 93 will be our ID stop loss, uh, or approximately 93, especially for big account. Then from here to here between the Brent crude and the WTI crude, we should target about 800 pips. And 800 pips will give us, let me calculate it properly. 800 pips will give us about 800 pips will give us, let me check how much it's going to give us now. Um, let me use $20 to calculate it. So $20 times 800. Yeah. So we're gonna get $16,000 profit on it. But for those of you that trading big account, let's say $50, $50. When I say $50, $80, I'm not talking about $50 balance. So I'm talking about lot size or volume times 800. So we should be getting about $40,000. Then our stop loss will be 250 pips to 300 pips. So maximum of 500 pips. Our stop loss will be 500 pips. So $20 times $20 minus, okay, $20 times 500. Yeah. So that's $10,000. So while people using $1, we get of course $800. Then people use on $2 will get $1,600. So something like that. But the reason why we want to increase our stop loss is that we don't want it to cut. We want to give the market space to trade. We don't want closer stop loss because the market is very volatile. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay, sir.
So as you can see, it's even going up like massively. So let me know if anybody, anyone has a question, I can be able to answer the question, or whether it's not really clear. I'm already hitting the market. So my SL, I put my own SL as 92.64. I'm not saying you should follow me because I have big account. So if you don't have big account, please don't do what I'm doing. So any question, guys? So now, Mr. Okay,
Sir, what is
do
your
you?
current price? Because different broker have different price.
Yeah, my current price is 95.44. No, I use a exchange price. I don't use a infiltrated price. Let me use that word. So my price is not infiltrated. So it's standard price I use 95, like 2 decimal points, not 3 decimal points.
Okay.
So if you use other infiltration price, you may see 95.444. So you have to readjust this. So those type of platform give me headache. All those platform they really give me headache. So now, Mr. Okese, I don't know whether you know the reason why we did the magic. Why are we buying? Do you understand? So that is the first thing you should know. Why are we buying? And why do we put the stop loss? Or let's assume why are we buying? So two options. We have confirmed that there is still shortage of supply at a low price. I'm so sorry I call your name because I like to use somebody as a reference point.
No problem, boss.
Then why do we target those price there? Because of based on our price action analysis, the potentiality of market going, there's the potentiality of the market going there. So do you understand? So ideally, if you're using a small account, you could like extend, you could like adjust your stop loss to some certain level to allow the market to breathe. Because market is actually a little bit volatile this time around. Then if you're using automation, you should be able to like duplicate most of this trade automatically on your account and cash out.
Mr. Uche, I have a question.
You know, there's a fence that separated the whole military side.
Sorry?
I have a question, sir.
That fence.
Okay, so now you're talking about the pens. Okay. Yeah, ask question, ask.
Okay, so if you consider the last 1 week or last 2 weeks, we observe that the market is fluctuating between 95 and 89. So considering that it's 95 now, don't you think it's high for us to enter buy?
No, it's not high because you know that when the war started, the market's average price movement is 1,000 pip. That's average. Sometimes it goes to 1,200. So between now, if you check Brent, the lowest of Brent is 92 as of this week. Lowest of Brent is 92, and as of last week, the lowest of it. As of last week, the lowest of Brent is 98. Sorry, 89. Not just it, that's 89 point. Sorry, it's 89.90. Almost like 90. So do you understand? Why before then, when the market closes at 103. The market closes at 103. So because of hope of Iran and the US having conversation, the market opened around 95. So that means it's going back to where it came from, most likely. Because you know that a lot of elasticity works in the market, where if market is trading at a current at a balanced price and something happened, it came down, and if that thing left, it will most likely go back to that price. So for us, is there are chances of the market going up. And remember our rules in trading. We follow our rules, irrespective of whatever the market is talking about. Now, our rules is simple. When there are more supply, the market most likely going to go up. When there are lesser supply, the market is most likely going to come down. Then, when there are more supply and there are also other news signaling buy, that means we can follow that news. All we have to do is to put our stop loss. Then, for us to see the right thing to do, or sorry, the positive news concerning a particular product and act negative, because investors are most likely, when I say most likely, mean that 70 to 80% of the time we react based on the positive impact of that particular product, the negative impact of it. So there are a shortage of supply about 8 million barrel now as we speak. Is it 8 million? Yeah, about 8 million barrel shortage of supply. And there is current attack on there's current attack in the United States. Sorry, in Iran. Iran have started their escalation and everything, and their peace talk has like collapsed. So people still doesn't trust the whole process of Middle East, which is the major drive of oil. So the market gradually has started going back. Do you understand now? And now also a shortage of supply. So we are getting two theories. And also the market also have enough space up there to cover. That most likely it will continue going up as well than coming down. Now, fundamentally now, there's no strong news that signal us to make a sell on oil. Is there anyone you have found anywhere, Felix?
No, sir. No, sir. No,
Mm,
sir. I'm not. I'm just worried
yes.
that I was thinking the price was high.
I know. So that's why we have to keep our emotion aside. Yeah, even if you sell, does not mean that we should not do what we're supposed to do on our own side. So that if somebody asks you, Felix, why did you buy oil? You could give a valid reason. Do you understand? Because of this and this, I think the market will go more up. Then I have to keep buying this product. Yeah, you know that we bought last week around 92 or 93. So if your account is on automation and it peaked, it means most likely you have made a profit. So this buy too, we have made profit already, even as it is now. So as it's currently at 97, and there's also chance of going up, there's no point of placing a sell because we're not speculating. We have to be precise. We have to know the reason of any particular investment.
Okay,
So
thank you very much.
yeah, fine. So basically, what is bringing the market down is just anytime there's a chance of agreement of Iran and US coming to any particular time, then the market come down. But once there is nothing like that, the market most likely will go up. Yeah, and let me also check on breaking news because EIA sometimes look at it. The EIA just confirmed the breaking news. They say US inventory is in free fall. Like so, what they talk about is free fall, mean that the supply ratio is just like consistently coming down. Yeah, it's in free fall. So crude oil inventory in the United States decreased by 8 million barrels during the week in May, according to new data from the US. So and they use the word free fall. Free fall mean that so if you check the data from forest factory, you see how it's been coming down for more like 5 weeks. So it's just like free falling, coming down. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So consistently coming down. So today is 6 weeks. So it's like on a free fall where the market keep coming, where the supply keep like going on shortage. Then why are they having shortage of supply? It could also be what is happening within the Middle East that that 20% of oil free flow is there. We don't have all the time to read to know exactly where the shortage is coming from. But I'm just giving my own suggestion. So supply within the Middle East has been down for almost like 3 months now. And it could also be that because of the price is high, people are pushing to sell more. And no, people doesn't want to sell more because of the tension in the Middle East. People may not want to be supplying more. so that they can hold. Who knows what is going to happen? And also, there are demand of or people keep consistently want to buy, no matter how much you push in the oil market. Many people want to buy it because nobody knows when the crisis will end and the next move of the crisis. People will always learn their lesson from what happened in the past. So I think some company may also be hoarding oil because nobody will know exactly what's going to happen. So do you understand? So these are the criteria that may be making them to make this type of headline, free fall, and why the market keep having shortage. So, Felix, I don't know, you've been here for a year plus. When we keep having consistent pattern of shortage, so it's a sign that something is going to happen. The same thing when we keep having consistent pattern of oversupply. If you keep happening, that will be a sign that something is gonna also happen. Yeah, the only thing that could push the price down is Middle East escalation going coming to a standpoint. But on also supply level, supply has also been down for more than 2 months, which is also another concern in the market. I mean, for buyers is good, madam. For buyers it's not good because they are buying at a higher price. But for sellers it's good for them because they're selling at a good price and they're making money. So any question, guys?
Yeah, boss, please, what is the meaning of crude oil inventories?
Okay, so crude inventory is like the word inventory is it talks about
Yes.
quantity of goods available
Yes, available. Yes.
So in the trading, crude oil and gold is only asset classes that is only trading class that has a physical asset. It's not like currency. Even though currency is they claim that currency is physical, but it's not really that physical in terms of trading. So crude oil inventory record a supply flow, like a quantity of supply of oil in the financial market every week. And this report comes from EIA, Energy Information Administration. So EIA got this report from all the oil companies in the world. So they supply their report to them and they will use it. So every week they send the report to the world, like they publish it, what is the supply level of oil. So when there are more supply of oil, it means most likely it may trigger demand and the price will drop. I mean, it may trigger demand to stop buying, or it may discourage demand because there are more supply all the time. So demand may not be triggered to go and buy and the price will drop. And when there are lesser supply, shortage of supply all the time, you can trigger demand to want to buy more and the price of oil will rise. That's what we use in measuring demand and supply. But other factors could be the politics, war, natural disaster, and stuff like that also impact of oil. But the price of oil controls every other thing, including the forest. That's why if you're a trader, all you need to understand the oil politics, then you trade forex very well. So now, as we say we are buying oil, it means we're gonna sell Euro USD, we're gonna sell JBP USD because they will go opposite because oil controls them.
Okay, boss. Thank you.
Although I know that he said thank you, it's not that you have known all of them. So your class
Yeah.
is still long. This class is something we may have. We're gonna have a different class for you on this where you can be able to understand more of it properly. But I just want to give you the answer to your question. What inventory is all about? Mm.
Okay, so are you going to sell the Euro USD or you're just going to leave it?
I'm just analyzing for you. It does not mean that we trade all of them. But we
Okay.
already know how all of them will go.
Yeah, because
Let's assume you're a trader on it and I want to trade it. If I want to trade it now, as oil price is going up, most likely I have to sell Euro USD. But I don't have a portfolio for Euro USD. Most of the portfolio,
it's even selling right away.
yeah. So most of the portfolio I have is on crude oil. That's where I have most of my portfolio.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Away from the inventory, I want to ask question on this summer car trading program.
Okay.
You know, you said those of us who are on your VIP, your normal VIP class, that we can join the program.
Yes.
Please, how do we join? How do we join, please?
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah. So we'll be sending you the link to join. So we'll be having additional schedule of Zoom meeting for it.
Okay, what date, sir?
No, the date is not around announced yet, but this is also part of it. Do you understand now? This class is also part of it. So what is happening is that we are reducing training. We're focusing on trading. So because on this trading now, it will be people who are actually serious trading that will also be joining us. Our weekly outlook is also part of it, but not like people who we are not onboarding more of people that want to learn trading, because we just focus more on people that want to trade and make money directly. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Now our class will be mostly exclusive to people that want to trade and targeting it. And now we also want to make it very, very explicit to people so that you can understand what we want to achieve. Now, for example, we have analyzed oil and analyzed the area we are going to hit the target. So do you understand?
Yes, I do.
So now it will now let for you to know whether you can be able to trade on that target and hit it. Now we're expecting 400 pips on oil. You just have to lock up and get that 400 pips. That's 800 to on each of them. You just have to lock up and get it. So even if you don't want to target car, maybe your capital is not enough, you could just maybe use the one you have to trade it and cash out, even if it's $80. But you remember that $80, what give you $80 was 800. So it's only trading that we're going to be concerned about.
Okay, no problem. Well, as long as we know the date of the training.
Yeah. We by next week too, we will add more. Today's Wednesday, so we are trying to schedule it. I don't know, we have like 4 classes a month, sorry, a week, like 4 different streams a week instead of having 3. So we will know the actual date. But the one we are doing already is part of it. But the only thing is that we're not going to be allowing regular people to join us. So only people who want to do it, and we are not interested to be teaching people apart from VIP guys that we can only teach. Because of now it can be difficult to be compiling all of them. So we have to drop these ones. Let us finish on the summer and cash out first before we can think of beginners coming to learn from us. So do you understand?
Yes, I do.
So you can still have 10 minutes for us to end, because although I have right to end now because the stream is supposed to be 45 minutes, but after 45 minutes, we used to use 1 hour to ask, 15 minutes to ask questions. So you have 9 minutes. So
But this weekly report, the PDF, is it accessible to the public? The EIA.gov.
Yeah, sorry. Let me show you how I got it. When you say accessible to the
Okay.
public, I see it's a secret document.
I don't know.
Okay, look at how I got it.
Okay.
What screen are you seeing there, please?
Forest Factory.
So here, I click here.
Okay.
So when I click here, it will take me to this place. Here.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but now
Investigation.
I will go on latest release here.
Okay.
So if I click here, it will take me to EIA website, the whole website.
The whole thing. Okay.
But I will come back and click here. Then it will take me to the
Okay.
current release.
Okay.
Then I will now go to the second okay, this is okay. I'll say it's, let's say, third paragraph. It could be arguable. I can say it's second paragraph because this is first line. This is For me, this second paragraph. Okay, I will say third
Okay.
paragraph. Yeah. So I'll go to the third paragraph, which is here. I saw the overall this thing. That you see, there are also other details, but I'm only concerned with this first line. As you can see, it said the previous week. So it's a
It
weekly
decreased
report.
by, yes.
Yes, yes. So it's accessible to the public, and everyone can access it. I've stopped sharing it. I
Thank
don't
you.
know. I don't know where I got it. So should I share it again?
Yes, I saw it. Thank you.
Okay. So then this is where Forest Party used to get it and push and put it on their website. The only advantage of Forest Party is that it can help us know the time zone where each of them will happen.
Okay.
Because of in the US now it's around 10 a.m.
Mm.
And there's also news here from Trump. They say Trump, Iran has agreed they will not have a nuclear weapon. They keep like giving us this thing every day, every day, every day, every day. I don't know. So do you understand? Like, Donald Trump will come and tell us Iran has agreed. Tomorrow, Iran say they will not agree. No, it's like it become manipulative. The peace talk is going on, blah blah blah. Before you know what's happening, the other one will come and say there's no peace talk. They say we're making some progress. So this is like really like a way of trying to calm the tension down while the whole thing is still happening. Now they say they have agreed they won't have a nuclear weapon, but there's no official confirmation from Iran now that they have agreed. So these are things that do you know why it was even posted on Forest Party? Because they know that this thing can also spark the market. So anything you see on the financial news is most likely issues that could relate, that could investors can react to. So now that comes to my own point where I told you guys as traders, you should not be reacting to all the news. You have to take a position in the market. You don't understand? You take a position and focus on what is easy for you. So even if you didn't work out that time, your own will still work out the next time as long as you're following the right position. For example, there's a constant shortage of supply of oil. There's also escalation in the Middle East, and the price is relatively low compared to where it was 2 weeks ago. That means I can also buy. A seller may also sell because of this news, and they may end up gaining before us. But that one doesn't mean that what we did was not right, and that one does not also mean that the seller now is wrong. You just have to take your position based on what you think is okay for you. So do you understand? Yeah, but we like to buy at a good price and sell at a good price. So we don't want to follow the news because these are like an agent of manipulation trying to manipulate you to do what, at the end of the day, they manipulate you out. So those of us, we have a lot of people that are supposed to be here. The meeting is recorded, so I just want to make it again because uh, all your questions will not be edit out. So somebody else have to like listen to your questions and everything. So Felix, I'm expecting you to have your first car or like your first money since you're targeting the this. And we have started already, but we started. This is our first streaming since this week. Yeah, I think so. Oh no, yes, first one, yeah. Yeah, because yesterday and Monday we are dealing of more of one-on-one training and stuff like that. So this is the first one. So, but keep your ear on the ground. We're gonna scale up seriously. And if you're looking for a broker, we have added one of the best broker now. Exness is part of our project now, so you can actually use Exness. Then we still have automated system. We still have some broker that doesn't allow capital to loss, which is the hedging platform we use, and they do automation, automated trading for professional clients. You can also use it. So we have all inclusive now. Of course, you know that we only work with good brokers. So anything you want. And also, our client also may have some good trading conditions because that's one of the advantage. In case of anything, you can always like reach out to us. We'll be able to see what is happening and help you sort it out. Me, I only try to work with top. Even if I'm working with a broker, I also work with their at least the top managers know who they are, know how we can be able to have a very good trading experience with everyone. Yeah, so you have 3 minutes to go, and I think I'm also free to let you guys go as well. So if there's anything that changed or any of you who may be shy, you don't know how to make this execution, chat us on our WhatsApp as soon as I end this meeting. quickly, because it is still valid until we let you know that it's no more valid. We can be able to help you through as soon as possible so that you can participate in any of this thread. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, because this year is gonna be all about money and vibe, as I said. So chat us up as soon as possible. We can put you through. Yeah. And our summer car, in case any of you want to join as soon as possible, also visit our website and register. Summer is long. We continue this target till August. But the earliest you start, better, because so that any good market can come up that can help you hit the target. Even if you don't want to buy a car is just like a target, is like a goal. But you could still make it. What you mean that there's chances of making good profit with this summertime, so you can be able to take care of yourself, go for your summer holiday. You know, can enjoy yourself while you're cruising within the summer. That's just the goal. Yeah. So, do you have any last question? And how can you rate this meeting, please, guys? Was it insightful?
I'm telling you now.
It's highly insightful. Highly.
Yeah, one good.
Oh, it's highly insightful. Okay. Someone wrote a
Yeah,
message.
9/10. 9/10.
Oh, Crown over 10. That's A. Or I will even say A1.
A plus.
I will say A1.
Yes.
So we're following
Thank
the meeting
you.
up. You guys have known that we are buying. So in case you see that price of oil drop, you just know that Uche is losing money. But I'm still smiling until the price hit 98, hit 99, hit 100, 101. You know that Uche is cashing out. So I wish you guys all the best and see you guys.
Oh,
Maybe
sorry. One more second. One more thing, please. Can I see your exit level again on the chat?
my stop loss.
No, like exit, profit taking, profit this thing, because I
I
tried
can
to.
tell you, I don't put take profit. It's open. I don't. My own strategy, I don't put take profit. I only have it as an ideal. Let me check again. My ID level is on Brent. My ID level is 97 and 98.
I used Exness to execute, but the price is different. Their price here is even though it's the same chart, but their price here is still showing 93.4.
On Brent.
US oil.
No, we don't trade US oil, so we trade WTI.
Okay.
Yeah, so our exits on Brent is around 101, 101 first exit, but we are targeting 105 maximum exits. So this thing can take about a week to trade.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. No problem, boss.
yeah. But on a practical note, we didn't put any stop loss.
Mm.
But I cannot show you the big account because it's against our policy. You know,
Okay.
because it's published on internet, so we can't show those ones. It's gonna be on YouTube. People will be seeing it. So
Okay.
yeah, and so it doesn't make sense.
All right, sir.
But for us, we don't put it. We have it in our brain. What we only put is a stop loss because we trade against risk. We don't trade against profit. So if by any chance the market just go more than that, fine, then we can cash out. And me personally, psychologically, I don't like to watch the market all the time. I like to take my mind off. Once the risk is okay, then I leave it. Yeah. So it's 1 hour now. I don't want to mismanage the time so that those of you in the office can concentrate to avoid losing your job. So I wish you guys all the best. And for those of you that are not here, as I said, you're gonna watch this meeting on our page. I will send it, guys. We'll send it to you before we delete it on the Zoom. Thank you, and do have a very good day. Okay.
Thank you so much, boss.
Okay.